Distinguished panelists, friends, in earlier sessions, it is clearly highlighted by the presenters that our present education is having urban orientation. This point is to be noted very clearly. Indeed, what we are doing, a ruralite migrating to an urban institution, passing out 3rd Division MA, neither goes back to the village, nor tills his fields, nor finds a job in the urban area. This is a very, very peculiar situation today. We are in a fix. Somebody pointed out, we are training people and they are not going back to the trained people are not going working in the rural areas. This is a tricky situation here today. Apart from all the general issues, I would like to point out your attention pointedly towards today's environmental condition. Our microbial diversity at the soil, our declining production from the agriculture sector, its contribution in the GDP below 12%. In my childhood days, my teacher used to tell me it is more than 50%. Our service sector is going to be more than 65%. Who is taking services? Who takes services? Who has money in the pocket? If I want to go a barber shop, I should have some money in my pocket, otherwise I will cut my hair myself. I was staying with a chap in Buffalo, USA last summer. I told him, why don't you go and cut your hair? I'm just picking this example. He said, okay, I'll do it. He went to the bathroom and cut his hair. I asked, why you did it? This is so ill cut. Says $25 to $30 an Indian cannot spend here, you know. So I am giving you example who is taking these services, not the ruralites. There are goods, inferior goods are for the ruralites. Somebody was giving example that the same company is making fine cars and fine vehicles for the urban areas and very poor vehicles for the rural. I was thinking to present sustainable agriculture and climate change, but my session was put on here. I will bring some issues here from the environment and sustainable agriculture. I am going back to our traditional food system. What was our traditional food system? Our traditional food system was millets, minor millets particularly. There are 6 types of minor millets. I am taking only one example, that is of finger millet. In finger millet, there is so much information asymmetry that nobody knows what is madua, what is nachani, what is finger millet. It varies from state to state. I don't know. Ragi, what is called ragi in Madhya Pradesh? In economics, we teach our students, when there is information asymmetry, you are nowhere. Information plays crucial role for market perfection even. Information plays decisive role for your advantage in anywhere. So our food systems are virtually on the decline. I am giving you example of only one, finger millet. Finger millet, 70 years back, entire India used to eat finger millet. Why I am giving you example of this millet? Should we not bring this in our syllabi? Should we not bring orientation to our students in our syllabi, how microbial activity is being depleted from our soil? Kencua ko kya ho raha hai? Where our earthworm is going? Earthworm is dead because of repeated use of our chemicals in the agricultural fields. What is happening to that? We should bring all these issues. I give you only this wonder crop. Finger millet, I consider 3 components for the body the best. First component is calcium. Calcium makes our bones from childhood to the deathbed. After 40s, we need calcium. Pregnant women after birth, giving birth to the child, needs calcium. And finger millet has the highest calcium, natural calcium. How much? The food, the staple food that we eat maximum is the rice. In comparison to rice, finger millet has 35 times more calcium. Maximum of it is soluble also in the body. Second, we need our intestine to be cleared, to be healthy. All diabetes patients need only this fibrous food. And 40% of urban India is touching diabetics. This is very unfortunate. And how much is the fiber content of finger millet? These data are National Institute of Nutrition, Hyderabad, not my data. 20 times more fiber in finger millet than rice that we use maximum. Third component is, in our blood, we need our carriers iron. And finger millet has 17.8% times, not percent, times more iron than our rice that we eat. What is happening to our food habits even? Our urban students do not know what is, most of them do not know from good households what is paddy. They don't know. They know only rice. Where it comes from the factory and or the shop. We are being uprooted from our soil, our roots, and we are not making our students entrepreneurs. We are also running one MBA RD course, friends. And most of the input comes from either this bordering Madhya Pradesh or from bordering Bihar or from Chhattisgarh, or most of them are from UP, 1-2 students are from Uttarakhand. And our entire effort we make for around 2 years that some of them become entrepreneurs in the rural areas. In India, in rural areas, value addition is at the level of the farmer in the agricultural crops is only 2 to 3%. In a country like Malaysia, the value addition at the level of the farmer is 80%, more than 80%. Can we not produce these rural entrepreneurs? Can we reorient our syllabi to our own wonderful crops? This is only one. And finger millet is one of the best solutions for the diabetic patients. I was delivering this lecture in Department of College of Home Sciences, Department of Agriculture Management, etc., in GB Pant University of Agriculture and Technology, Pantnagar. And one lady from the audience asked me a question. As a speaker, she asked me a question. Can you tell me who are the people having highest longevity of life? From the audience. I said, maybe Japan. Yes, correct, Japan. Do you know why? I said, no, I don't know this answer. But she was doing PhD on finger millet. She told me, I'm quoting her. She told, Japanese eat ragi soup from childhood, from the birth to the death. And I confirmed this in Thailand, Bangkok, where around 15 professors were sitting from Japan. They confirmed. So we are leaving our own food. We try to understand why this happened. Because of the colonialistic mind, one cause may be like that. Because हमको गोरी लड़की चाहिए, हमको गोरा लड़का चाहिए, हमको गोरा धान चावल चाहिए, हमको अपना काला अनाज नहीं पसंद है. This mentality we have adopted, and we have left our wonderful foods. We have 6 types of millets. All minor millets are wonderful crops. There are 2 major millets also, jowar and bajra. And jowar and bajra are also better crops than other crops, but we will not grow them. 56% of the cropped land in India belongs to rain-fed agriculture. And in Madhya Pradesh it may be more percentage point. That is India average. And in Chhattisgarh or Odisha it may be more percentage. And for these areas, finger millet is a blessing. It needs 5 times less water than sugarcane. It needs 4 times less water than rice. And our rice fields with this present technology method are emitting maximum methane gas to our climate change. What happened in the Paris meet, you all understand. I just recollect, our students need this orientation. And finger millet fixes nitrogen in the, and finger millets, I tell you another benefit of finger millet. Finger millet has 60% lactose in its plants, in its as fodder for the animals. It has 60% lactose and 40% cellulose. And if you feed on this the fodder of the finger millet, then your animal milch animal will increase milk accordingly. I can count on so many issues of finger millet. Are our students aware of this all? Are we thinking of our traditional crops? Are we thinking of our traditional systems? Are we thinking of our traditional common property lands? Are we thinking of our traditional, this area is very dry area, and our traditional forefathers has made huge ponds around. All are encroached today. Are we thinking of reviving them? Are we thinking of telling them what is the rationale behind this all? Friends, earlier sessions were derailed of the time. I would not prolong. If you ask me questions, I'll stop here. I was prepared for some different presentation, but because of the organizer, Professor Chauhan told me to reorient it to the education. I had to do it here itself. Thank you very much. Thank you.